Sometimes, I just look in the mirror and the camera and think, wow, I'm so pretty. I'm just playing, maybe not, but welcome back to another video. And in this video, I want to talk about why I came to Korea as an ESL teacher. So I've been in Korea 9 months now, and you already know how I came here. I'm an EPIK teacher and I'm with the EPIK program, and it's a 1-year contract, so I'm 75% done my contract. And in this video I kind of wanted to do a little overview about my experience and why I'm here and how things have been going so far. So recently, Teachers Appreciation Day just happened at school, and so this is a day in which the students go to school and they share some messages, some notes, or any sincere thoughts with the teachers at their school that they like. And it's really nice. I got a few notes from some of my students, and I got to speak to a few of them, and I didn't expect anything, but it was really nice to receive something from a few of them. And after I received those, I kind of wanted to make this video just to share what I've learned in my 9 months since I've been here. So I'm going to actually begin this story time with my time in high school. And so there were 3 teachers that I do remember from high school that had an influence on me. And one teacher was when I was in grade 10, and this was my grade 10 English teacher. And so what had happened was, I remember there was an assignment that she gave to us, and she said, we want you to type this assignment and then do some research and then make a reflection on whatever it is that I was supposed to read. I can't remember. And so I remember going home one day, and I was being lazy. I wanted to watch Hannah Montana or whatever was on TV. And so I'm kind of just like working on this essay. I'm like, I don't really care. And so I got lazy and ended up just copying and pasting like a paragraph online from a similar topic that I found. And then I did a conclusion, and then I, put my name on it, and then I submitted it to my teacher. And then literally after my teacher marked all the essays after a few days, she came back to me and she pulled me aside and she gave everybody their test back. And I knew, I was like, oh no, I think she caught that, I plagiarized something. And so, yeah, she pulled me aside and said, Asher, I found out that, you had copied and pasted something from the internet. I could tell, obviously, because I could tell how you were writing, and then all of a sudden, the words just got really sophisticated and the writing got so good in the middle. I knew you didn't write it. When I Googled it, obviously the exact same paragraph came up. And so she told my parents, it's just like, Asher has been, cheating, distinctly cheating, plagiarizing, stealing people's information online. So this is not good. You need to talk to him and whatever. And so I remember one teacher doing that. And obviously my parents were angry and they told me I should never do anything like that again. Obviously I was wrong, and I was just like, wow, I feel embarrassed that I did this. I knew I was smarter than that, and I just found like English to be really, really boring. I just didn't enjoy, writing essays or doing any of that stuff. And so that was my first teacher that had a little bit of influence on me, and I remember that. My second teacher from high school, actually, she also used to mark my essays, and she realized I wasn't the best writer. And so we have like these parent-teacher interview days. So my parents ended up coming to school one day, and they're supposed to meet our teachers. So they met my teachers for other subjects, and they met my English teacher as well. And so when she met with my English teacher, this is a different teacher, she had actually sat down with my parents and said, like, I don't think Asher is good enough to get into university based on, his grades that in her class. So she recommended that I go to college, and college in Canada is like a lower level from university, because she thought I wasn't smart enough, so she wanted me to go into like a different academic stream within the school. And so my parents obviously weren't excited by this news, and so when I went back home, my parents were really angry, being like, Asher, you need to do this. I know you're a smart boy. You can do way better. Why are you being lazy? I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. So I got an earful, then I'm like, okay. I'm gonna pull my socks off. I'm gonna be able to do this. And so that was my second teacher. Now my third teacher was actually a math teacher. And so in high school, actually math was my favorite subject. And I remember just enjoying math. I was just like, every time math class happened, I was excited. I would always listen. My math teacher in grade 12 was great. And we had like, a good relationship. And I told her, I'm like, you know what? Math is like my easiest subject. I'm getting A's and everything. I think I want to study math in university. And then she said, oh, I don't know if that's something that you should do, because you know, there aren't too many jobs out there. Math is fun in high school, but it gets really complicated in university and stuff. So I was just like, okay. I don't really like English. I don't really like history. I didn't really like history in high school either. And math was the only thing that I liked. And so I knew that, you know, business is something that I was interested in. So that was like my second option. So instead of doing math, I decided to study business. So that's what I did in university. And so after university is done, obviously I would get my business degree, and I end up getting a corporate job. And now the corporate job, I didn't know if I wanted it to be in finance or in accounting or whatever. So I ended up doing some accounting related jobs, which were obviously good experiences. But after a year or two of, you know, going to work every single day, working 9 to 5, and then just, you know, joining the community, I worked in Toronto, I worked in different cities, had different jobs within like a 2-3 year period. I just kind of like got bored, and I just wanted something new with my life, you know. It got to a point where I was just like waking up every single day, dreading going to work. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to join the rush hour traffic again. I don't really like what I'm doing at work. And I know as a junior position, and I know you can get more job satisfaction the higher you progress in your career. And if that's something that I was really, really interested in, maybe I would like it more. But I just remember every single day, like, not looking forward to going to work. Every Sunday, I was just like, oh, I can't believe I have to go to work today again. And so I used to talk to my friends about this and just see if that was something that I was only experiencing, or if they're experiencing the same thing as well. Then I realized it wasn't just me. It was like a lot of people that were feeling the same thing. And I think today it's a lot harder for us millennials to, you know, sit down and just do one thing and do it like the people in the previous generation did, because we have social media, we have, you know, the internet, YouTube, we have all these different avenues and platforms around us that we can take advantage of, or that we know better than the previous generation. So you see people living their lives a certain way, you get influenced by so many different things. It kind of like makes you think to yourself like, wait, maybe I can be like that. Maybe I don't have to stay in the office. Maybe I can just branch out and do something fun, or have a new experience and enjoy my youth while I still can, because obviously the older I grow, the harder it is to do these types of things. So I remember hearing from one of my friends. I had her on Snapchat and Instagram, and she actually was in Korea already, teaching at a hagwon, which is like an after-school program. So she wasn't teaching in a public school. And so just from like, you know, hearing that she came here and hearing that she was teaching through an after-school program, seeing her Snapchats and her Instagrams, I was like, wow, it seems like a cool experience. So I started asking her more questions like, yo, like, tell me more about this. Like, how does that work? Like, how does this work? Blah, blah, blah. Like, are you enjoying it? Like, how's the experience? Asked her all the questions and how she got there and stuff. And so that really, really spiked my interest, because it came at such a critical time. I was just like, you know what? This is like the perfect time for, you know, me to see this, because like I was ready and willing to make change. And so she gives me all the information that I need, and then I look into it myself. I start, you know, watching YouTube videos of other people that have been here before, reading articles, checking websites, getting all the information that I needed. And then I just told myself, I'm like, you know what, it's gonna happen. I want to do this. I remember mentioning one of my friends, I'm like, hey, do you want to do this with me? Because at the time I was obviously a little scared, thinking I'm gonna go halfway across the world by myself. I don't know if like I'm ready for this. But my friend was in the same position, and he said, yeah, you know what, let's do it together. And so we both applied and we both got in. And yeah, so in terms of like the teaching experience and whatnot, I was a tutor in high school. I did tutor English and math, even though I wasn't the best English person or the best English student. I did teach people that were in elementary school. They're much younger than me, so I did have some teaching experience. And so when I came here, I had an idea of what I was getting myself into, and I knew that it was just going to be like a life-changing experience. I obviously don't speak Korean, and I didn't learn any Korean before coming here. And so when I finally arrived here, everything was just going to be new to me, and it was a lot of fun. Getting to know people, I know people from Australia, from South Africa, from England, from America, wherever, lots of places around the world. And I got to meet them and became friends with them. And in terms of like the teaching, you know, it was my first time teaching in the public school system, and so, you know, that was pretty easy for me to just dive right into, and then you know, get along with my students, because I'm an easygoing guy and really friendly and stuff. So it wasn't that big of a deal for me to get used to that. And I'd obviously worked corporate in other jobs, so I was used to working with other people, like the adults, so that was fine. And lately I've been trying to learn as much Korean as I can. I can read Korean now, and yeah, it's been pretty good. So actually now is the time for contract renewal, and a lot of my friends have actually decided to renew their contract, so they're going to stay for a second year, and I decided not to renew my contract, so it's official. I am officially going back home to Canada, and it's bittersweet, obviously, because I've been here 9 months and I've gotten so used to living here, and it's a totally different lifestyle than what I was used to in Canada. And I do obviously miss my family and friends back home, but I'm obviously going to miss this experience because it's been amazing, and I know when I do go back home there's going to be that reverse culture shock. And my reasons for coming here to Korea, all of them, I feel like I checked the box, making new friends, new experiences, just opening up my mind, opening up myself to the world, traveling, all that stuff has been great. But yeah, I think it's time for me to go back home and get back to reality. But hey, that's pretty much it for my video. Those are my reasons why I came to Korea. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay dreaming, stay chasing. Bye-bye.